Hello everyone, it's Carrie. Welcome to the first video in my new series, the Working Doll Artist series, where I'll be doing a voiceover for some of my face-up speed paints while sharing some tips and insight based on my experiences becoming a full-time doll artist. This series of videos is intended to help new artists who are wanting to pursue a career, but also may provide a new perspective and some useful tips to more experienced artists. I'd love for these videos to be interactive and get some conversations going, so let me know your thoughts in the comments below, along with any other questions or ideas for topics you might have. In today's video, I'll be repainting this commissioned doll of Cordelia Chase from Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV series. The topic I'll be talking about is how to find your doll art style. I often hear from some of those who follow me on Instagram and from some of my patrons that they struggle with developing their own style. So I thought I'd share a bit about how I developed my own doll art style, which is still evolving and developing itself, and some tips I learned along the way. So developing our own style is a much desirable feat for a number of reasons. I think the most important reason is that if we all had the same style, then not only would it be very boring, but this type of doll repainting would not continue to blossom and maintain popularity. We want to continue evolving and seeing new things in this community and cheer each other on. It's also natural to want your work to stand out and be recognizable to your brand. Having your own style can help boost interest in your work and increase your sales. When making purchases, people tend to like to have a choice from a collection rather than only one option, and a cohesive collection is very appealing. So now let's talk about how you can start to develop your own doll art style. I'll start with a bit of my experiences. So my style isn't perfectly refined, but I believe it's fairly recognizable. I like to check in with my style every once in a while, try to develop it even more. The style I have mostly happened naturally over time, but I can identify some of the things that I did either intentionally or unintentionally that helped me build my style, and I'll share that with you here today. Some of what I'll talk about is just my opinion, while some others are actual trusted techniques. Okay, so number one, inspiration. Think about what appeals to you. If you focus on things you like, you'll have a better success in growing them into a style. Do you like dolls that have an over-the-top glam look, maybe a cartoon style, or a more natural look, or something more edgy? What about pastel cuteness or goth styles? Are horror dolls your thing, or do you like a mix of a few different styles? Try writing down the aesthetics that most appeal to you. Maybe even start a style journal with notes and magazine cutouts of styles that you like. You'll likely start to see a pattern develop. Then you can refer back to those things when you create your next dolls. Number two, colors. Try making a color board of your favorite colors. Search Pinterest for ideas of color schemes. You can use these colors in most of your dolls. However, it is a bit challenging to build a style when you do commissions or create characters from TV or movies because there's so many variations. In those cases, you can maintain a style through photography and backgrounds in your Instagram photos or YouTube thumbnails. Number three, try to learn from many different artists. This won't only help you learn more techniques, but also help you develop your own style because you'll take from each of them the things that you like best. However, be cautious and understand the difference between being inspired and copying. If you're only being inspired by and learning from one or two artists, you're likely going to end up copying your style, which isn't good art etiquette. If you're inspired by many different artists, you can combine things you've learned from them to create a style all your own. Number four, be inspired by all types of art. For example, my face-up style was originally inspired by some of my favorite painters, not doll artists. So spend time looking at art on Instagram or Pinterest or just online looking for art, and inspiration will come. This will also help you come up with unique and innovative ideas. Number six, keep making art and be patient. I know this is the hardest tip to accept, but the more you do, the sooner your style will develop on its own. Be patient. You'll likely not notice it happening at first, and have some faith that it likely is developing as you work. You may already have a style and don't even realize it. So I hope these tips are helpful. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up so I'll know you're interested in seeing more like this and hearing more information. If you're interested in learning even more about developing your art style, this month's Patreon Game Changer will be an exercise that will walk you through actionable steps you can take to develop your art style. It includes a project and a free template to build your style board. It's available for a limited time only to patrons at the $5 tier and above, or current patrons at that level, and those who join in August and September. So if you're interested in that, the link to my Patreon is in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed this new type of video. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you have an art style? How do you develop yours? How did you develop yours? Do you think it's important to have a style that, as a working doll artist? Also, let me know if you have any topics you'd like me to cover in this new series. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Bye!